looking to build a legendary team deck, you have come to the right place, because this deck is full of legends, full of counters and full of inspiration for your build. Needless to say, it's going to be
wait for it, dairy, legendary.
As always, this video is sponsored by Dragon Shield, the best sleeves in the business, and of course also by our partner CARDMARKET. Check out the link in the description below if you wanna try out CARDMARKET for the first time and get a €5 voucher to get yourself some singles or some boosters. Do check it out. Now this deck is all about legendary creatures. It's a budget deck. It's about $60 or €50. And let's start with the creatures. We play 24 of them. Lots of them are legendary, and we start with our little bear Wilson Refined Grizzly, a 2/2 with a lot of abilities. Then we have a Dusk Shell Crawler, very good in the counter team we also have in this deck. Kodama of the West Tree is legendary and has a modified team on its card. And Kogla the Titan Ape, also great legendary creature in the deck. What else? Legendary hounds or dogs. This is Mowu Loyal Companion, very good with the counters. And another one legendary and with counters is Polychronos World Eater. And the last one is a legendary squirrel. It's called Toski Bearer of Secrets. Indestructible, can't be countered, and if a creature deals combat damage to a player, you draw a card. Solid card, this crazy squirrel. Now we play a few more green legendary creatures. And let's start with the first one. Very good in our +1/+1 counters team. It's a elf. It's a legendary elf and it's called Rishkar Pima Renegade. A 2/2 puts a counter on our 2/2 creatures. And Renata Called to the Hunt, also very good with the counter team. Of course, with the legendary team, we needed to play one copy of Riki, the History of Kamigawa, to draw more cards. We also have Halana and Golvori that gives legendary creatures +4/+2 and vigilance as long as we have 3 or more of them on the battlefield, but that will happen a lot in our deck. Now let's continue with some red legendary cards. Goro, a crazy goblin that creates dragons when it is modified. It's a real nice one in the deck. Let's start with this one as our first red creature. But this is not the only one with a splash of red. We have a multicolored Radha Heart of Geld, another Alana and Alina. They are partners, first strike and reach, and Tuya Bearclaw, really aggressive 2/2. When it attacks another creature, get +X/+X. Then we play Radha Heir to Geld and also Hajar Loyal Bodyguard, super card to protect your legendary creatures and give them indestructible. Now in our deck of 24 creatures, 22 of them are legendary, but all of them are green or red. That's why we play a goblin who makes all green or red spells cost 1 less. We also play Galia the Endless Dance, this mainly for the last ability to draw 2 cards. Grumgully needs to be in there, awesome with our counter team. And Stonebro Frozen Hero is just a very nice attacking creature to give your creatures trample and +2/+2. Then of course Targnar the Demon Fang Gnoll needs to be in it, and Ulash the Hate Seed, very good with our counter team as well. So these were the creatures in this green-red legendary deck. But it ain't over yet. Let's look at some enchantments. We play 4 enchantments in the deck, and let's start with this Saga. Arnie Slays the Troll is great in our legendary creature deck as it fights, it is removal, it also adds counters. Of course we also needed to play a Bard class. Amazing as it gives our legendary creatures counters, it also makes them cheaper, and at its level 3 it also is card advantage. More counter madness with invigorating hot springs, giving all those modified creatures haste and more +1/+1 counters we are getting with Jugan Defense the Temple. And this one also changed into a crazy dragon that really likes its +1/+1 counters. Now let's have a look which other cards we have in our green-red legendary deck. We need to draw some cards. We can do it with the Harmonize, and Kamal's Druidic Vow is also a great card to get some legendary creatures into the battlefield. We also play an Ambush, great for your creatures to fight. It's also a land, and protection and counters we find in Snakeskin Veil. Legendary creatures we need to look for with Time of Need, and Ancient Animus is a great fight ability that puts a counter on your legendary creatures. And Broken Wings, just a good flexible removal spell for artifacts, enchantments and creatures with flying. And of course we need to play the guy that brings along his super space hamster. Minsk and Boo, Timeless Hero, our planeswalker, creating a legendary 1/1 hamster, putting counters on creatures and also sacrificing a creature to deal some damage and even draw some cards. This was almost the deck. Now we have to look at our 24 land cards that we are playing in our green-red legendary counter deck. Now we start with the basics. We play more green creatures than red creatures. That's why 6 mountains are in the deck together with 9 forests. Then some more special lands. Let's start with this one, Plaza of Heroes, giving mana of any color for legendary cards. Tyrant Sanctum, great to put a +1/+1 counter on a legendary creature that then becomes a god. And Oran Reef is also great for counters. Let's look at some multicolor lands then. Cinderglade is the first one. We have a Razor's Ring that you can sacrifice to draw a card. Raging Ravine, a manland that gives counters. Rockfall Vale, Rugged Highlands, and then Temple of the Abandoned. They are all great 2-color lands in the colors red and green for our legendary deck. This is a really cool deck, you have to try it out. And someone that can try this deck out for free is our winner of our second gauntlet, Crimson 19. Congratulations, we will ship the deck to you. Mail us your address, and as always, keep it casual. Bye.